everyone, and welcome back to the channel and to another Masters of the Universe review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the new Masters of the Universe Revelation He-Man figure, and this is a Netflix original series. Oh yes, we finally got He-Man back. I loved this series. I know a lot of people didn't like it, but I thought it was fantastic. It did have a few minor issues, but for the most part I really liked it, and I knew that I was going to end up buying the figures because of course I was. I'm a He-Man fan, have been since I was a child, so yeah, it looks quite good in the box. I love the packaging. It's interesting to me that they didn't go with the whole exploding rock packaging this time round, that they've gone for something completely different. I think that's maybe a way of kind of differentiating it from the Origins line that's also out. Maybe people who might ordinarily not buy an Origins figure might see this and go, oh, that's a different He-Man, and maybe pick this up. So yeah, so let's have a look around the box. And as I say, I do quite like it. I think it looks really good. I like that you can see almost all of the figure. You're only really missing the bottom of his feet there. So for mint in box rather collectors, it's, you know, it's pretty good. You can see everything that you get in there, so that's nice. We've got He-Man down this side. We've got this absolutely gorgeous piece of artwork down this side. I would not be surprised if we got another art book full of all these illustrations, all these pieces of beautiful artwork. I don't know who's done this, but I would like to know. I would definitely buy an art book anyway. And then on the back, again, this staggeringly beautiful piece of art. This is just, I mean, it's He-Man, isn't it? It looks, it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I love it. Whoever did this, your work is amazing. Please never stop. Anyway, we also have a look at the other figures available in the line. Well, I say available because I could only find He-Man and one other figure, which I'll get to later, in my local Smiths, but apparently you can get Mossman, Skeletor and Evil Lyn. I'll probably pick Mossman up, but I'm not that bothered. I really want this Evil Lyn because she was so good in the show. Oh man, she was awesome in the show. Talk about character development. Oh. Anyway, so there we go. That's it for the packaging. So let me crack him open and we'll take a closer look. Right, so here's He-Man out of his box, and I've left him in this pose because what is he meant to be doing? I don't understand this pose. Is Skeletor's head meant to be here or something? Is he? I don't know what's going on there. Anyway, yeah. So let's have a look what he comes with. I left the backing card here as well because it kind of looks a bit like Castle Grayskull. I mean, not too much, but yeah, I think it's meant to look like the bit under Grayskull. So yeah, I thought it was quite nice anyway. I might keep that. I'm sure I can do something with it. So obviously get the main figure, but he also comes with a nice shield, which is pretty standard for a He-Man figure. That clips over his arm. It's quite nice actually, it's quite nice sturdy plastic. So we get that, and we get a second pair of hands. Just the gripping one so he can hold the power sword. And then we do of course get the power sword, and this is the new power sword. It is, well, it's kind of, it looks like the original mostly. Let me see. So this is the one from Origins Skeletor. And this is the one from my classics / Filmation He-Man. So it's kind of a, it kind of feels like a bit of a mashup of both of these swords. It's definitely more based on the like the original design before the Filmation cartoon came out. It's definitely based more on that, I think. I like it though, I like the way it looks. I like that it's more three-dimensional as well. It seems to give it a bit more weight. So, yeah, and it's done in a really nice silver paint. The hilt is painted brown, but it looks like it's moulded in grey, and then they've just, you can see where they've painted it just around that sort of diamond shape there, and it looks lovely. It's really nicely done. Yeah. So right, getting onto the figure himself. Again, what is this pose? Maybe he should be holding a cat. Maybe that's what he's doing. I don't have a cat small enough. Maybe he can hold on to Chompy. Put Chompy there. Oh yeah, look, he's designed to hold Chompy. There we go. We've sorted it. That's it, guys. You have to buy yourself a little Chompy. Yeah. Anyway, let's get rid of that because that's a bit daft. He's all very tight. He's all stiff, but he's very muscly. He's definitely on the muscly side. So I'll get the arm to go down. Go. Right, there we go. That'll do. Yes, I know I shouldn't be doing that, but yeah, well, there you go. So yeah, this is a really nice looking figure. It's painted well. It does look really good. It's actually, I've got a few of the Origins figures, as you know, but I haven't actually physically been into a shop to buy them. I got them all online because I couldn't leave the house for the longest time, so everything I bought basically during 2020, except when on the few occasions I ventured out, I bought online. So this is the first He-Man figure I've bought in a shop since, oh goodness, 1986, 87? So yeah, it was actually kind of nice going into a toy shop and seeing He-Man on the shelves again. Even if it is a slightly stylised He-Man. But yeah, it was really awesome. And I think he looks really good. I mean, he's partially based on the Filmation cartoon, and he's partially based on his original look. So I think they've moulded the two quite well. He looks really nice. And they have changed the cross now. It used to be the Iron Cross, and they have changed it to this H now, which I totally understand. I've no problem with that. But yeah, he's got all the usual stuff. He's got the bracer and the belt and the furry loincloth. This bit is new, but that's quite nice. It looks okay. But he does still have the furry boots and everything. He's still He-Man. So yeah, I think he looks really good. So articulation wise, most of this anybody who's been collecting classics will already be aware of, but there are some slight improvements. So his head is on a ball joint, so you do get a little bit of movement. You can look up a little bit, I mean not too much, but you can use that ab crunch so he can look further up. You can look down quite well, so that's good. Side to side, no, not so much. So you can rotate him at the shoulder, and you can go in and out at the shoulder. It's got bicep rotation, and one of the improvements is he does have a double jointed arm, but honestly he's so muscly it might as well be a single joint, but I'm not complaining. It's nice to have these extra points of articulation. I know his hand's just come off. Well, Wally has done, we'll take that off. His hand, that's very loose actually. His hand has a rotation, and you can move it in and out, and yeah, that's definitely feeling like it wants to come out. But anyway, he does have a ball joint at his chest as well, so that's another improvement. We get over the classics line, and you can get quite a lot of movement out of that. He does rotate at the waist, although mine's a little bit tight. Leg movements a little bit hindered by the loincloth, but that's always been the way really. So he can go out that far if you really push it. Not far to the back, and he can actually do almost the full Van Damme. Another improvement is the thigh cut here. He does have a double jointed knee, which does work much better than the elbow joint. He's got rotation at the boot cut, and then he can point his toes up and down, and he does have the swivel, the tilt on the feet there. So yeah, he's very well articulated. That leg just does not want to go back now, that's a slight concern. There we go, I got it. I think it just popped out a little bit. So yeah, he's very nicely articulated, he works really well. I mean, they are £25. That's what I paid for this, because I know I could have got it cheaper, but it was just the thrill of buying it in a store. So yeah, when you think about how much I was paying for classics, import duty and everything, so yeah, they're definitely improved for around about the same price. So let's get him with his hands so he can hold the power sword. Let's put that in there, and let's give him the sword. He will hold it. He will. There we go. Actually, let's give him the other one as well. Let's give him the shield while he's got the hand off, because I don't know if you can put it over the hand. Can you put it over the hand? I mean, you should be able to. It'd be a bit daft keep taking his hand off, wouldn't it, every time you want him to hold this. Ah, there you go. Yeah, you can. So just pop that in. Come on. There you go. There you go. So there he goes. Now he's fully armoured up. He's got the shield and he's got the sword. So can he though? Can he? Can he though? Because that's what everybody wants to know. Can he though? Yeah, mostly. Could honestly do with the joint doing. This is going to look terrible, but don't take it the wrong way. You could do with the joint being that way and not that way. Yeah, I'll see how many comments I get for doing that. Let me bring in my Filmation He-Man, because he does have the joint that goes that way. So let me give him his power sword. Come on, man, hold your sword. So he can do that pose a little bit better. I mean, to be fair, it's not great on either of them, but yeah, I think Filmation He-Man does pull that off better. It does work better with him. The new He-Man having that joint in the opposite direction, but it's not a huge issue. While I do have that He-Man here, let's have a look at the comparisons between the two of them. So, let's see how... So obviously, this has been out for a few years now. Gosh, I can't remember when I bought it now. A while ago. So they've changed a few things. Obviously, you've got the different chest harness, so there's that. Actually, the new He-Man's a bit skinnier as well. He doesn't seem to be as sort of wide as the original classics mould. Obviously, these are different because this is the Filmation one. I do have the regular one, but it's packed away. I can't get to it at the moment, so this is your comparison for this one, I'm afraid. They have definitely improved those ankles, because they had these horrible rocker joints on these first few Filmation figures. So, yeah, there's definitely a few modern updates there that I'm happy to have. Just for a bit more of a sort of in-line comparison, here is Skeletor from the Origins line. If I can get him to stand. So, Yeah, so that gives you an idea between the origins and the filmation. You know, they've sort of melded the two designs. I mean, obviously not for Skeletor, but Skeletor's the one I had handy, so you get a general idea of what they've done. No, He-Man doesn't want to stand up. It's these flipping ankles. These ankles are so bad. So yeah, that gives you a general idea of what they've sort of merged and what they've left out. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I really like him. Like I said, I know there's been some controversy about the cartoon, and I totally get what people are saying. I do. But look, we're adults. Yes, we're adults that... oh, pardon me. Excuse me. Yes, we're adults that collect toys, but at the end of the day, we're still adults. I was actually much more upset over the She-Ra cartoon, because I think they took the original She-Ra and then just crapped right over her. I hate that. I really hate that show. So I totally understand why other He-Man fans might not like Revelation. I do. I totally get it. But for me, this was a much better cartoon and a much better treatment of He-Man than what She-Ra got. But that's my personal opinion, and I will happily take other people's opinions on board. We don't all have to have the same opinions. That's what makes us great fans. We can talk about stuff in an adult way. So yes, but for me, I'm very happy with this figure. I really like it. I think it's great. I think it's a brilliant update of He-Man and the whole Masters of the Universe cast, and I cannot wait to get that Evil Lynn figure. So right, that's it for now. As always, thanks for joining me. I always appreciate your time. If you're new to my channel, or you're just stopping by to watch this Masters of the Universe review, I am now on Discord. So if you would like to come and discuss any of these things with me about the new show, or the figures, any of the other things that I review, then please let me know, and I will drop you a link and you can come and have a chat with me on Discord. That would be awesome. I'd love to hear from you guys. So right, that's it. As always, do take care of yourselves. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.